Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Four Guys with Quarters, live today on July 15th, 2019, Season 2, Episode 4. And today we're going to talk about the Switch Lite, the Final Fantasy Remake, Gears 5, Modern Warfare, the new one, Assassin's really in love with 2v2 mode, and Marvel's Avengers gameplay only be shown in SDCC. Well, let's start off the show right. Come on, crowd, let's go. Thank you. I appreciate the applause. Thank you for my wonderful soundboard. Thank you. And
very excited.
Absolutely. And on the panel, we have the wonderful Wisconsin farmer himself, ZPCI Assassin, live in picture. How you doing, buddy?
I'm not a farmer. Hi.
How you doing, buddy? And if you heard an echo, I am sorry. It's probably because I had the YouTube stream on, so I apologize in advance. Assassin, you might want to do your intro again, farmer.
I'm not a farmer. And hi.
Okay, there we go. And then we have the wonderful and talented Zebra Fries. Welcome.
Hi, I'm not sure about talented. But, I exist. Hello.
You could be a farmer.
I can't be a farmer. You don't want that.
Well, knock it until you try it.
I'm knocking it already.
Well, before we get into the Switch Lite, I just want to say a big shout out to Graphic God. Thank you for all the work that you're doing behind the scenes with different things. You can check out his stuff at xboxgamerpicks.com. He even made me a gamer pick recently just because he had some free time. Looks pretty cool. So check him out. And then we'll get right into this. The Switch Lite. I mean, it just got smaller, so... You guys have any opinions on this?
Not really. I mean, I just kind of I don't see the point in it. I'll be honest. It just seems like another thing for Nintendo to have like a money grab for. But I mean that's Nintendo. And because it's Nintendo, everyone's gonna buy it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like, I think this wasn't necessary, but it is Nintendo, like you said, so everybody is gonna buy it. A lot of people are gonna rebuy it, I should say. I'm guilty of this because I love Nintendo, and I like the idea of a smaller Switch that can't go onto my TV. Kind of like a advanced Game Boy or like a 3DS. So I'm probably going to get it and lug it around. It's a little bit smaller and the battery life is longer. It looks a little bit more durable. It looks like you can throw that thing around and it might not break as easy. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe it's more kid-proof. Assassin, is that something that you would pick up?
No, but I would. But I mean, there's a market. With the 3DS, and 2DS, and whatever DS, going away. We'll eat that up.
Exactly. Because everyone is obsessed. I still have my 3DS, and every now and then I still play it. So, absolutely, there's still a market for just having handheld, not everyone
to
have the dock version. Even though you can still just use it as a handheld. Mostly just use my Switch as a handheld. I don't really ever hook it up to the TV, even though I have it set up. To my TV. I don't use it like that. Like it's just personally that's not how I like to use my Switch. But watch me be the person that goes out and buys another Lite or like the Switch Lite in a couple months because I'm like, I want another one.
So everybody is saying that they're getting echo, and I'm trying to figure out where the source of the echo is coming from, and I probably imagine that it is because I have Skype, and then it's probably feeding through my microphone. All right, try saying something, Taylor, and then chat. Let me know if it's echoing.
Hello, am I echoing?
Echo.
Well, thanks to Skype NDI, that is exactly what is happening. I guess it's because of Skype NDI feature, and it's picking up on desktop audio, which is probably not good. Let me try. Well, if I mute desktop audio, then it's probably going to mute it. All right, so try saying something, Assassin Taylor, again. I'm going to mute desktop audio and see if that works.
Am I still echoing?
Bananas.
Bananas
was the first word that popped in my head, so I said it.
Proud of you.
Thanks.
Alright, so I think it's working with desktop audio muted, which is a good thing to learn on the fly after all these delays we had because Assassin's Picture didn't fit in. But alright, so just follow along with us and make sure that you can still hear Taylor and Assassin, or I'm going to feel really bad for them and myself.
Gonna have another, what was it? Was it just Assassin Cast that one time?
Yeah, I was talking to myself, answering myself. Like, there's probably, people thought there's 6 different assassins in the room. It was just me.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, Assassin, I don't know if you heard this, but there was a crowd laughing with that when you were talking about that on the wonderful soundboard. So, yeah, so the crowd out there is loving you, Assassin.
Oh, thanks, random AI crowds.
So, yeah, so with the Switch Lite, like I said, I think I'm definitely going to get it, just because it is a smaller, it seems a little bit more portable, like if I was going to go through, like, the airport with it. It doesn't seem as big and lunky as the original Switch, and I could just like throw it in the overtop bag or something, and I wouldn't be as worried about it breaking, which is sad to say because it's still kind of expensive, right? Like, what is it, like $200, Assassin?
Yep, 200.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like $100 cheaper than the Switch.
Hey, what's up, Salty? Glad you joined us now because you missed the technical difficulties.
That followed the 15 minutes of technical difficulties off screen.
Yes. I guess because I changed the layout, and then just decided to resize itself in OBS for some reason, and Assassin's Picture still doesn't fit. So if anybody in the chat sees that and points it out, just know that we are aware of that.
It's a learning process.
It is.
We'll figure it out.
It definitely is. But, yeah, so what do you guys think about this being smaller as far as portability-wise? Like, is that something you would see being easier to transport with you? Like, I know you go on road trips occasionally, Taylor, and, like, you went to RTX and stuff. If you had a smaller Switch, would that be a little bit easier?
Well, I took my Switch with me. It did take up a little bit of room. A smaller Switch would have been probably a little bit nicer. But, yeah, I can see having a smaller one would be nicer just for the space capacity. But I'm interested to see in the charger because the one that I have is still just the original charger that it comes with. And that thing is bulky. Just even like the port that chugs... Jesus, I can't talk. The port that goes into the wall. I can't say words anymore. And we're like not even 10 minutes into the podcast. It's going to be an episode. But yeah, just for that reason alone, I think it might be nicer. So, we'll see. I'll probably end up getting a smaller one too. Maybe I'll be nice and I'll buy one for Megan for Christmas.
Oh, that would be nice of you. I'm sure she'd be happy. Maybe you can bundle that with some bacon-flavored soda.
Probably. It gotta be nice and gotta be a little mean too. It's a sibling relationship.
Yeah.
It's give and take.
That is true. Assassin, what about you? Do you think that the portability would come in handy for you?
No, because I don't, go places. I'm just like that. So, I mean, if I were gonna go places, I'll just bring my normal Switch.
I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? Well, there's not really much else to say on this topic. It is just a smaller Switch, $200. The kids are gonna love it. Parents are gonna buy it at Christmas time. It's gonna fit all the casuals and fill their hearts with glory. And the new Yokai Watch is coming out on it, which is just a remake of the 3DS version, which I'm probably gonna buy because I like Yokai Watch. So let's move on to the next topic. And it is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. A lot of people are diehard Final Fantasy fans, and I am not one of them. I don't even remember playing any of them except 15, which I got bored of in the first 10 minutes after seeing that it felt like linear on rails, I guess you could say. But the allegations are that it's only going to be on the PS4, and a lot of people on other platforms are kind of upset about this because they want to see it come to their platform. And then there's a rumor speculation with the Xbox in Germany releasing like a picture, and then people are saying that's an error, that it's done too early, or it's non-existent, it shouldn't have happened. And then there's other people saying, well, they brought some other Final Fantasies on Xbox, so why can't they bring the remake? I have no clue. Either way, I know it's just not for me. And let me go to Assassin for this because I think he's a man of many words. Assassin, are you a Final Fantasy fan?
Never played a single Final Fantasy game. Never seen gameplay of it. I've only seen the box art of the newest one. That's my whole Final Fantasy career. But that said, I bet you'll come to Xbox. They probably have some deal or exclusivity type thing for probably a year or whatever. And it'll be fine. Everyone's complaining. Life will go on.
But it's Final Fantasy, Assassin. I mean, all the way back from the Nintendo days, it's Final Fantasy. Everybody had to play this game. Everybody loved this game growing up. And you're just like, everybody's gonna be fine?
It'll be fine. It'll probably come to the Xbox, just like how Nier Automata and all those other games came to the Xbox. Like a year or so later, it'll be fine.
I'm not sure if you guys are watching the stream, but in the thumbnail, I don't even know who the girl is in the background, but she, in the thumbnail that I made, she's saying like, yes, only on PS4. She seems to be super excited there, thinking about it. Taylor, are you a Final Fantasy fan?
Nope. This was a bad topic for this podcast, considering none of us know this at all. The only thing that I've seen about Final Fantasy is Achievement Hunter played it, Final Fantasy 15 for an hour's worth of gameplay. I think it was a sponsored video or something. That's about it. Oh, there was something I think in Assassin's Creed Origins. They did a thing with
oh yeah, they brought that bird.
Yeah,
camel
there was
thing.
a quest. There was a little quest, so there was something in there, and that's my experience with Final Fantasy. That's all I got.
I mean, that's fair though. And that's why I like doing these podcasts with you guys, because we're honest and we're not going to be like, oh my god, this is such a tragedy. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. Some other things out there, but we're just honest. And none of us on the panel really seem to be diehard Final Fantasy fans. Not even Assassin, which I'm a little surprised about because he does play everything.
Not everything.
Did you ever play Final Fantasy 15?
No.
Okay. Well, it definitely does not play everything.
I don't own it.
I thought we did, but...
You have it on disc.
No, I sold it to GameStop.
Okay, well then you don't have it on disc.
Yeah, I don't have it on disc. So, anybody in the chat, if you got any comments on this topic, we'll be happy to answer them during the show. If you're a Final Fantasy fan, if this upsets you, if you're outraged, if you're angry, if Daz is dumping his beer on the ground, drinking Yoo-hoo right now because he's so angry, Salty's throwing salt around, any anger, let us know, because we'll be happy to address it. Well, that moves us to the next topic, and we're going rather quickly here. And that would be the Gears stuff. Okay, so the big thing around Gears right now is that it's no longer Gears of War. It's like Gears 5. People are upset that they took the of War out of the title, which I think is just fake outrage. I don't even think it matters. People are kind of worried that there's no single-player campaign gameplay. They're just concerned. From my perspective, I'm going to be completely honest with everybody. I don't think it's a big deal because, in my opinion, it's going to be another Gears game, and I imagine a lot of it may be recycled from Gears 4 with updated assets. That's just how I feel about it. A lot of Gears fans might get mad at me and say, Clowns, no, you're wrong. We're supposed to see gameplay because this is going to be epic. And without gameplay, we have no idea. Well, I'm sorry. I don't think it's going to be a big issue. I think if the game was going to be great, it's still going to be great anyway. And then the other dramatic topic on this is that everybody was so upset that there was no smoking in Gears 5 because the Truth Campaign and Rod Ferguson and the Coalition came together and they were just like, yeah, no smoking. But the game never had smoking anyway. And then all these people get so upset and be like, oh my god, my game was censored. It wasn't censored. It was never there to begin with anyway. So no big deal. Nothing to be upset about. And Taylor, I want to go with you here. What do you think about all these topics on Gears 5?
I have never been like a huge Gears fan. Never like really played any of the games. So I haven't been like really following them that much. The only thing that like I really paid attention to lately is like the map that you just sent us, which I thought the new map looked pretty cool. Hey, look, the training grounds. That just popped up on the screen. Like, I think that looks really cool, honestly. And I know that you said before we started the show today that a lot of people are kind of upset about it because they were saying that it looks too esports-like. But I'm also, like, I like esports stuff, so that would be the reason that I like that. So, I mean, there's part of that. So, I mean, that's the only thing that I can really contribute to the Gears conversation.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. With this map, the biggest complaint was that it looks more esports-like. I think it's a little ironic that they show us a map before anything else, like before the single-player campaign, but it is what it is, and it's not a big deal to me, because at the end of the day, it's not going to be like, Gears is going to suck because we didn't see single-player campaign, or because the map is too esports-like. I mean, you got to imagine this. You got to remember that Gears is geared towards a whole bunch of people, and there is an esports community that's dedicated to this game, and they launched a campaign, like an advertisement campaign around the esports stuff that was just on like the last few days, and you get like a new Kate skin or whatever for watching it. So, no big deal. Assassin, I want to go to you on this topic. How do you feel about all these things about Gears 5 that's going on right now?
Well, so I'm going to start with the whole no campaign or gameplay stuff. Like, I feel like that's kind of a big deal. The game comes out in 2 months, and what have we seen? A trailer of a thing at E3, and then we saw some multiplayer stuff. Like, big fucking whoop-de-doo. Let's see some single player. Like, they have to market the game. They haven't even really marketed the game. You kind of have to do something. Like I said, game comes out in 2 months. You can't be like, oh, Gears 5 is out. What is it about? Oh, there's chainsaws and there's blood. Oh, and then there's Smasher Simulator, aka multiplayer. That's the game, right? Like, no, we need to see stuff. We need to see new mechanics, new, details about the campaign, not multiplayer. No one cares about that. As for the whole how it's just named Gears 5, like, who cares? Everyone calls it Gears. You don't say like, hey, let's play some Gears of War 5, today. You'll be like, hey, let's play some Gears 5 tonight or something. And as for the smoking thing, like, I hate smoking in real life. I can't stand people who smoke. But in video games, like, I don't care. People shouldn't care. Like, if now they're just, all that they do is smoking, cigarettes, like, there, you should care. But who cares? You're just outraged for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like, it wasn't even in the game to begin with, right? So, I think in this sense, I really think that Microsoft and Coalition dropped the ball because from what I heard on Twitter, it seemed like they approached Vanity, wanted to do like a PR kind of article to promote the game, and they made one of the talking points about the Truth Initiative, which is all good. I mean, Rod has his reasons for supporting that, and I can't blame him. But I think that they just approach it to try to kind of get some word out there, some marketing, and I just think they marketed it from the wrong approach. They could have marketed the esports more. They could have teased like 10 seconds of the single-player campaign, something different than creating a controversy that never existed.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the single player is not even good, and then they're just like, let's just not show this. Maybe they'll forget, or they'll pull Black Ops 4 and be like, there was going to be a campaign, but now there isn't. Shh.
What is happening?
Yeah, I mean, but you know what nobody is complaining about at all? Nobody's literally complaining that I could see on Twitter. I've been told, though, that on YouTube, a ton of people are complaining about this on YouTube comments, and the videos are going up, and it's going crazy over this game, but I've seen no outrage on Facebook, in Facebook forums, anywhere else in social media, and that is Modern Warfare. We only saw 2v2 gameplay so far. Assassin, you are the resident expert in Modern Warfare, and you tout a good squadron and platoon of people, including the legendary Yeti, who spends $460 on loot crates. So, can you give us your opinion on this game, from what you've seen so far?
So the marketing on this game has been utter trash too, right? The game comes out in October, end of October, and we haven't seen any campaign, and which is, I feel like that they should have. I mean, they had that trailer that had kind of campaign things, but no gameplay. And then we get this 2v2 multiplayer crap, and everyone I hear is like, why are they showing this off? This looks like crap. We don't need this. And everyone's like, or the developers and the YouTubers are like, oh, it's only just a portion of the game. Well, no one cares about 2v2. That's why it hasn't been in the game since MW3. Like, show us like a domination match, a hardpoint match, some fast paced, a lot of action, Call of Duty stuff, not no health regen, slow paced, mode.
Yeah, so. I mean, I gotta agree with you here. I just think that it was a really bad choice for them to show the 2v2. I don't know if they're trying to tout that like to these content creators and be like, you get two of your buddies and one of your friends, and you guys can all play against each other, and it'll be so cool to watch 2v2 all day long on this game. I think it's kind of boring. I played the 2v2 mode, I think, back in what you said, Modern Warfare 3, one of them, and I got bored of it after like 2 matches. I just didn't see the point. Like, it wasn't fun.
No, it was literally just where you go in the lobby and it's like, 1v1 me, bro. Come on. And then you do that. Like, no one takes that serious. Like, show us something worthy of being good. Something that makes you sleep.
Yeah, and I think there should be more outrage over this than there is, because everybody's so mad about Gears 5. Oh my god, no single-player campaign. Well, I didn't see no single-player campaign. I saw a 2v2 map. I didn't see a 5v5 or 6v6. So I'm kind of outraged at you, Call of Duty. I'm outraged, Activision. And I'm going to ask Yeti not to spend any more $460 on your loot crates because of this. I'll tell you that right now. Taylor, do you have any thoughts on this?
I mean, we all know that I know nothing about Call of Duty.
Oh, stop lying. You know everything.
I know that you guys spend way too much money in Call of Duty.
Okay, I spent, the purchase of the game, and I bought some COD points. But not on loot crates. Some.
How many?
Like $40 worth. But on items that aren't loot boxes.
I spent maybe, I don't know, 60, 80, 100, somewhere. Mm-hmm. not a big deal.
I don't believe you
Somewhere.
at all. I feel like you spent.
Yeah, this guy is like, we played a match like, oh, I want the Peacekeeper. Oh, I just bought $40 worth of loot boxes. Didn't get the Peacekeeper. Another match later, I want the Peacekeeper. Buys another 20.
Yep.
Issues.
Yeah, that Peacekeeper is very elusive assassin. And the Call of Duty gods gave that gun to you. I don't know why, because the game's almost done with this new one coming out. But you got it. And Yeti's got it. And Yeti spends, I don't know, he's probably up to like $600 and didn't tell us in loot crates.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's probably up there.
Well, I don't know about loot crates, but in total, I bet you he spent something on that.
Yeah.
All of you need to stop.
Well, what Treyarch does really well, they make some really good looking items. So you gotta buy them, right? Because they're paywalled items, which is unfortunate that they're paywalled.
Stress me out.
But there's this Nebula skin or these pirate outfits.
Oh, they look so good.
I need them. Yeah, they're so cool. Like the pirates.
How cool they were. You
just go.
Stress me out.
You go up to someone and be like, "Arr, matey."
I guarantee you that if Megastax played Call of Duty with Assassin, she would probably be like, "Oh my god, that pirate skin looks so cool. I have to buy it right now."
Here's the thing about Megan, though. She doesn't know how to use an Xbox controller.
Well, let's learn right now.
She only knows Nintendo.
Well, give her the Pro controller. Literally an Xbox controller, except the joystick is moved.
Oh my lord.
I don't know if we addressed Indy's question in the chat, but Assassin, have they released any more footage besides this 2v2? Like any campaign footage, anything, gameplay?
So all we saw was the trailer a few months ago. Then we saw the 2v2, and I think the next time we're going to see gameplay is August 1st, when they're actually going to show the multiplayer. But still no campaign. Like, come on, man. I know no one plays campaigns these days, but still.
I play all the campaigns. That's like all I play.
That's all it.
That's all. 1%.
That's all I'm gonna play in Gears 5 is a campaign.
Not even Horde. That's where it's at.
Maybe.
Though. Not Asher Simulator.
If Yeti spends $100 in loot, there's no loot crates in Gears. Man, this is terrible. Oh. I have no reason to play Gears now. I have no reason. I literally have no reason.
You don't even really play Gears 4, and there's a bunch of loot crates.
I bought a bunch of loot crates in Gears 4.
Clearly not enough. It's just still not enough.
I think I spent like $60 in loot crates on that game.
What's wrong with you?
I wanted the skins. I wanted the skins. So as you can hear, chat, Assassin is very excited about this Modern Warfare 2v2. Any other thoughts, guys?
Well, the Indie Gamer says they have a new engine or whatever right now. I believe so. Infinity Ward, I think, created a new studio just for the engine.
You know what? Infinity Ward deserves a clap for that. Let's give them a nice big clap, guys. I mean that's good.
It's about time.
It is about time.
When's the last time they got a new engine? When Call of Duty 1 first came out? That was still like a really old engine at the time.
I think even Daz is shocked about that. He's like, what? What? Yeah, so, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's no other news on Modern Warfare at this point. As we get more news, Assassin will definitely cover that for you guys. He is the hugest, biggest fan I know of, and Yeti is the biggest spender in that game. We've got to get him on the show to talk about his experience in buying loot crates and how much fun it is and how it's addictive. And without further ado, I think, we're kind of moving fast here a little due to some of the technical difficulties, to be honest with you, because I'm trying to keep this, shorter so it doesn't go over for you guys. But let's get into this next topic. This bothers me a little bit, but I just think they're setting themselves up because they're not very impressed with their own game, maybe? So, from several articles that I've read, the Marvel's Avengers game, I believe it's Square Enix that's making it, correct me if I'm wrong, but the gameplay is only going to be for attendees at SDCC, San Diego Comic-Con, and it's not going to be like press people. It's going to be like your average comic book fan like me just walking in and be like, oh, that looks cool. Yeah. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think that this says something that we should worry about this game? Or do you think they're just trying to create hype at SDCC?
I don't think we should be worried about it. I believe other studios have done something, but haven't actually said anything type of thing. It just happened that, word got out like that. So, I mean, it's really not a big deal. It's not like the game's coming out this year. If it was, then yeah, that would be a big deal. But it's not. So, it's just people getting angry at nothing again. I feel like that's the whole theme of this podcast today.
Yeah, this is like Outrage Week, right? And every time you hear outrage on Twitter, you got to remember that most casuals sound like this.
Yeah.
Like
crickets. I just played the crickets for the chat. You can't hear it, unfortunately, but it's pretty cool stuff. It's it's like technologically advanced kind of stuff that I try to put in.
So you have a soundboard that we can't hear?
Yeah, but the chat should be able to hear it. I hope they've been hearing, because otherwise I'm talking to myself.
Well, watch, they just don't. Or you're hitting the wrong stuff, and people you hit the cheering button for the last one.
So, what do you think, Taylor? Is this a big deal to you? Like, do you think it's serious stuff?
I don't think it's serious. I think it's kind of weird, but I mean, in 2-3 weeks, I don't think anyone's gonna even remember or care. Everyone only cares right now because it's San Diego Comic-Con. In a couple weeks, no one else is gonna care, and they're gonna forget about it. And then when the game comes out, everyone's gonna be no one's gonna remember that this happened. It's a non-issue.
No.
Almost everything is in the industry that everyone has a major freak out about. And majority of the things that happen are non-issues that everyone freaks out about.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the theme of this week, right? I think everybody's getting mad for no reason over just ridiculous stuff. It's who cares about that? Just get the game and play it when it comes out. It's not really a big deal. If we were back to the days of print magazine, none of this would be happening. None of these complaints would be happening. And you just read your local GamePro magazine and be like, oh, they like the game. Oh, they like the series. I'm going to buy it when it comes out. Mega Man 4 looks great. Yes. And that'd be the end of it. You'd be that excited and just be like, okay, Funkoland or EB Games, whichever you went to, you'd be like, yes, please reserve this game for me. And that'd be the end of it. No, oh my god, there's no smoking. Mega Man doesn't smoke. Oh my god, this is terrible. Terrible, I tell you. It's just...
Yeah, but because we live in the age of social media, everyone wants their attention.
Yeah.
And if they don't get their attention, then they freak out.
Yeah, and I noticed some of the same people on social media, they'll repost the same thing and rephase it with a different picture if they don't get more than 10 likes. They'll just keep talking about it, just change the picture until they get enough likes that they feel better about themselves at the end of the day.
Those are probably the people that go to Walmart, go to the ice cream section, grab a tub of ice cream, lick it, put it back, and then leave.
I liked your picture that you sent in our private chat on Twitter today, Assassin.
That was great.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Maybe next podcast I could bring that up for everybody, because that would be kind of cool to throw that in there when you talk about, crazy stuff going on. But, as we are approaching the hour mark, I want to not let this go too far, but I think that we've only been live for 34 minutes. It feels like an hour because of all the difficulties, but I do want to bring this up. I mean, this is just a filler topic. I didn't really plan for a lot more beyond this, but let me go ahead and bring this picture in here, and let's talk about Cuphead coming to Netflix. I mean, Cuphead is an amazing game. Okay, I love the game, the art style. I gave up on it because it was too difficult for me, but it's still great to look at.
Yeah, same.
But it's so much fun to look at. Like
it
it's
is
awesome.
I completely agree with you.
And I'm just so happy because I tweeted at them for a long time, and I'm like, you guys got to turn this into like a comic book or something because this is just awesome. Your art style is amazing. This is great stuff. And, Assassin, real quick, did you ever play Cuphead?
Yeah, I like that.
Did you beat it?
I don't know. No, I don't know why I stopped. I might have rage quit and then just never went back.
Yeah, same.
That sounds like me, but yeah, I mean, it was a really good game. I just wish that they added online co-op. That would have been so much fun.
Yeah, didn't they add that in though? Didn't they talk about adding it in?
No, I think they talked about it because there was an outrage of not having it, and I think they said that they would think about it or they would do it or something, and it just never did.
Okay. Well, I think them creating a show on Netflix is fantastic. I can't wait for this. I want it to come out like tomorrow, and I hope it's like 13 episodes long a season, and we get like 5 seasons up front because it's so cool. And I'd be so happy sitting there eating popcorn, just watching this show. And
let's just hope it's actually good, because a lot of the Netflix things I've seen were kind of meh.
Assassin, you know what the chat says about that? They're giving you crickets right now.
Well, have you seen that movie? What was it? Triple Frontier had Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac or whatever his name is, and some other people. Like, that movie sucked. It looked so good, but it sucked so much.
Wait. I was busy hearing crickets. What did you say?
The movie, it was like Triple Frontier or whatever. It had like a bunch of like known actors in there, and like it was supposed to be like, people were gonna steal from like this drug cartel or whatever, like all this money, and then they had to escape or something. Like, it sounded really cool. The trailer looked really cool, but it sucked so much. It was so boring. The same thing with like some of the other Netflix. Like, I think Jessica Jones season 1 was excellent, but then 2 and 3 were just awful. Same thing with the rest of the Marvel series. Like, Daredevil season 1 was good, but the rest sucked. Punisher season 1 was good, season 2 sucked.
I didn't watch season 2 of Punisher, but you know what's really awesome on Netflix, Assassin?
What?
See? You finally agree! You finally agree with us!
God.
You finally agree!
It sucked. It was not good.
If
you blew out your microphone.
Yeah, if I could play crickets again, I would, but they're not hearing my desktop audio anymore, so I was playing them for myself for a little bit. I have to figure out this whole NDI thing that Skype has done, but yeah. Taylor, what do you think about this? Are you excited for this?
I'm really excited. I loved Cuphead, even though I am angry at it. It made me so mad that it gave me a migraine. That's how upset that I got with Cuphead. So there's that. But it was a lot of fun. But I rage way too much with the game. So I'm excited for the cartoon so that I don't have to play it. That's where I'm at. But I know that they are having Netflix now do Netflix animators do the drawing for it. So I'm interested to see in how the difference in the art style is going to be, because they had their team working on Cuphead for 2 or 3 years, was it, before the game came out? Yeah. So I'm interested to see in the difference in the art style, and makes me want to play the game for a little bit just to see how the art style kind of shifts in between that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, because I would imagine it's probably going to take a lot of animators to make this thing come to life. And it's going to be real interesting to see if there's going to be any differences, slight differences, detail differences. I look at that sometimes as an artist, even though I haven't drawn since like high school, except stick figures now. But yeah, I would look at that. And Assassin.
Watch there be like a huge difference, like between like, or like, just for example, like Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. You know how they're both like so different. Watch it be like that. Where
if it's like that, I'll cry. Because the original Cuphead is so beautiful, and I love it so much. And then if they mess it up, I'm gonna be really upset. I don't like the new Teen Titans Go or whatever. That's not my style. I don't like the.
Jesus, calm down there, Clown.
What?
Clowns is trying to like destroy his microphone. It compared to like the original Teen Titans, I don't like the new one.
Right, like it looks awful.
I'm really upset Clowns. I'm getting kicked off the podcast.
No, I wish I could see Assassin's reaction right now when we talked about Big Mouth, but you know he's got his picture up instead of like a cam or something.
Oh, again, there's the sun going through my window, and literally all I see is a glare on my computer.
Wow, you know I bet you're really excited. I bet you're really happy for the series, and I bet you can't wait to binge watch it right next to Big Mouth and a couple other shows on Netflix. You're gonna be super excited about this. You're probably gonna be raving about it, buying like all those Funko Pops all of a sudden, and Teen Titans Go Funko Pops as well because they're so cool. No, you don't think so, Assassin?
No.
Well, chat, do you have any questions for us? You can also ask about the technical difficulties. I'll be happy to answer those and how Assassin's picture contributed to some of it.
Yeah.
And Daz, can we get a petition link in there? Because Assassin's really excited about the petition. He's hoping that...
Oh my god. The petition is so stupid.
See?
Morgan's yelling at me in the chat too. Morgan's on your side, Clowns.
Yes, Morgan's right. Morgan knows good stuff, obviously. So Morgan, you're cool in my book.
So Morgan's replacing me on.
Yeah.
We should get Morgan on the show to talk about this. We should have like a Teen Titans Go episode and Big Mouth and Netflix Cuphead show and all this stuff. We should have like.
Hey, she tweeted at us and said that she wanted to be on an episode.
Yeah, we should do that.
She's gonna have to do research.
We should do, maybe I won't have technical difficulties that show. And Assassin wants webcam.
Oh, it's not a Four Guys show if we don't have technical difficulties.
Yeah, that is true.
No, it's part of it.
At least Assassin's not dropping out like he used to. Like, you know, he'd drop out, come back, drop out, come back.
No, the episode she's on, that'll happen.
It's possible.
She'll get the true experience.
I don't know. She's not from the great farm state of Wisconsin, so...
Yeah, but she's from Arizona. She basically might as well be. She lives by cows.
Oh, Assassin!
What? Just because there's cows doesn't mean... No, whatever.
When I drove over by her house, I literally drove by some cows.
Assassin, you have cows outside your window.
What I have outside my window is a fence and a tree and my neighbors. What I have on the Canada... My neighbors are humans.
The humans?
Oh, she is Canadian too.
Assassin has like Canada across his backyard in Wisconsin. He like ice skates across one of the Great Lakes, and
I'm closer to Illinois than I am to Canada.
And you hop across the Great Lakes, and you're just right in Canada.
Yeah, because they're just a little tiny puddle, the Great Lakes.
Hey,
nothing great about that.
Morgan's gonna yell at me later.
Let's see, what is the chat saying? They're talking about unsolved mysteries.
Are they?
Yeah,
what?
Jeepers Creepers talking about unsolved mysteries.
Ooh, fun! I love that.
Yeah, that
show.
was a pretty good show. I wonder why they don't have anything similar.
Ooh, I watched Demon House earlier. That's what I watched for the podcast. That was good.
I never saw that. Assassin, have you seen that?
What? Show?
Demon House. It was a documentary from the guy who does Ghost Adventures.
Never seen Ghost Adventures either.
Assassin's scared of ghosts.
God. Hey, Daz is on my side. Someone's on my side.
What? Daz? Yeah, but I mean, so far, like, that was pretty much the topics and technical difficulties on the show, which is contributed to Assassin's Picture, and Skype's NDI features. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's no other real big game news that's come out, except how awesome Game Pass is, but we already knew that. And there's no good Prime deals to talk about. Like, every Prime deal kind of sucks today. It's terrible, unless you like want to ring doorbell so you can see your neighbors. But other than that, that's right, Morgan, on my side. I like your friend Morgan.
Yeah.
Your friend Morgan's pretty cool.
Morgan's gonna abandon me for both of you.
Morgan's pretty cool. And then we still got to get a video of your sister drinking bacon flavored soda.
Yeah, when I get like an actual paycheck, because my last paycheck was only half since I was out of town.
Me and Assassin will send some to you.
You have been saying that for like a year or something. Oh, she just sent me a private message saying clowns is my new favorite.
Oh, nice.
She could have just said that in chat. She knows that I would have said that out loud.
No one is on Team Assassin. I do feel bad for Assassin.
Sad face.
But you have cows, so you have a team.
Oh, I don't have cows.
You have a team.
Just because I live in Wisconsin, we don't immediately just adopt cows. Like, when we're born, a cow also is born.
You have horses, too.
I don't have horses. I have grass.
Oh, my God.
Yep, there goes my dog.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Tell us how you really feel.
Yep, and that is my dog. He is saying the show is over today because the way this is set up, I can't mute my mic and everybody else talk. This is kind of weird. So, you know what? Try saying something.
Hello? Hello?
Spiders are creepy.
Yeah, you know what? This show is... Let's just put this in the bloopers category when we get like a credits roll because this show is full of bloopers. It goes
with the Assassin episode?
Yep. Well, without further ado, this is your host, Clowns. Gonna end the show in an awkward moment here. But go ahead and say your outro, Taylor.
Oh, what's my outro? Oh, God, it's been 3 weeks since we've done a podcast. Oh, God. I don't know what you mean.
Where can people find you?
Oh, okay. You can find me on Twitter, Xbox. I'm trying... Eventually, I'll start streaming again. All my stuff is at Zebrafries or Zebrafries with 2 B's. Eventually, I'll start filming my other podcast again, the Sunday Hubbub. Morgan's on there. We have had some more casting changes. So we'll see how that goes. Eventually, we'll film another episode. It just scheduling and casting and, eventually it'll happen. One day we'll record, like Morgan said. And you can find us on YouTube at Sunday Hubbub, or it's The Sunday Hubbub, I think. Oh God, I don't know. On Twitter, it's at The Sunday Hubbub. Or no, it's at Sunday Hubbub. Oh God, I haven't looked at the Twitter in a minute. Yeah. So there's that. That's where you can find us.
And Assassin, where can people find you lately?
You can find me everywhere except those adult sites. So.
Oh my God. Jesus.
You just have to search ZBCI Assassin or _ Assassin or Space Assassin, just depending on the platform. And yeah.
Nope, there you have it, folks. And you can find Assassin buying loot crates on Call of Duty with Yeti.
Nope.
Spending that big money holla dollar from Wisconsin farms and cows.
No, that's you, Clowns. You're the one that's spending money on those.
Yeah.
You know what? It's probably true. Well,
Morgan's got us in chat. She knows. She knows better than I do.
Yep. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I saw Indy, Jeepers Creepers, Indy, Morgan, UK Daz. I saw Salty earlier. Appreciate it. Jago, definitely appreciate the stopping by. And don't forget, everybody, you can check out XboxGamerPicks.com for Graphics God's awesome work. And that is all for today, folks. See you next week.